Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the Paxtons, Australia's famous Dole Bludger family. I have no idea who the Paxtons are, so I'm very intrigued about jumping in this video. This is actually a request I got through email, and it kind of intrigued me. So I was willing to hop on it. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. Let's learn about who the Paxtons were.
In 1996, this Aussie family of Dole recipients would light a fuse under the Australian public and subsequently come into the crosshairs of some of the most powerful people and institutions in the country. Driven forward by the tabloids' lust for ratings and punted along by opportunistic politicians to curry favour with voters, the Paxton family scandal would drag Australia into one of the most embarrassing years in media history.
Bro, now I'm much more intrigued, dog. Who was this family? What kind of scandal did they pull off that was that embarrassing?
In January 1996, the Sunday Age would run a story featuring an unemployed teenager from St Albans, Victoria. The article would end up acting as a megaphone for 18-year-old Shane Paxton to broadcast all his teenage angst and societal distaste to a national audience. Originally, Shane was not even planned to be a part of the report, only showing up in the interview after his younger brother, Mark, quote, didn't want to get up.
You guys get out of bed pretty late. I'll wake up about...
Only showed up after his younger brother, Mark, didn't want to get up. Bro, what did this man say?
9 o'clock, look at the clock, think, why do I have to get out of bed?
But Shane's uncharacteristic...
Wake up at about 9 o'clock, look at the clock and think, why do I have to get out of bed? We've all experienced that, man. I get up at 4:30 every morning, dog. And while I'm in a routine of it now, like, it sucks. I'll be tired. Until I can get to brushing my teeth, I'm exhausted. Once I brush my teeth, I'm up. I'm awake, I'm good. But until then, all I want to do is crawl back in the bed. I have to fight it. But I love that. Look at the clock. Why am I up?
On the clock, look at the clock, think, why do I have to get out of bed?
But Shane's uncharacteristically awoken state that morning would change his and his family's lives forever. Some of Shane's comments in the article are, you get in fights, not a lot, at clubs, on trains, at the station, everywhere. Everyone wants to go you.
I own Paxtons.
Or even, I'm not going to look for a job anymore, I'm going to start my own business in the music industry. Although in hindsight, the comments made in the article were only that of an angsty teenager from a low-income neighbourhood, this proved to be unacceptable and started a chain reaction of bitching by boomers all over Australia.
Really?
Within a few weeks, a current affair had caught word of the public distaste and the pile-on had begun in the form of a short primetime segment featuring Mike Munro interviewing the Paxton family.
Do you think politicians and governments in general understand what you're really going through?
Nah, they wouldn't have a clue. Not at all.
Why?
If they had to come and live here, they wouldn't handle it.
They'd hang themselves.
Yeah, they would.
Like Munro with that report, pretty stark stuff, isn't it?
The segment starts with a reenactment of Mark Paxton sleeping through his interview with the Sunday Age, and for some ridiculous reason, it's performed by Shane and Mark Paxton.
Mark, get up. Get up. It's 12:12, get up.
And it's the same story for Shane's 17-year-old brother, Mark. There's just no reason to get out of bed.
Let me sleep for a little bit longer.
I'm honestly lost for words how stupid this is. It was obviously intended to make the Paxton kids look dumb and lazy, but in the hindsight of 2024 is actually a pleasant reminder to Australians that Mike Munro is a moron. After the short segment aired, ACA claims to have received an
I can't. So people like politicians and like government or whatever, like people actually got upset about this. Like they really got mad when they watched this. What were y'all upset for? Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. I'm sorry. Okay. Like And I mean, they probably, y'all probably did have to live in the environment that they lived. Y'all probably would have hated it. Y'all probably might not have made it. But let's keep going.
After the short segment aired, ACA claims to have received an influx of angry calls and letters from the viewers responding to the Paxton family.
Why?
They would pounce on the growing public interest in the Paxton family. About 2 weeks later,
organised career opportunities on beautiful South Mole Island.
on the Great Barrier Reef, only 2,400 kilometres away from St Albans.
That's a long way.
A total troll by ACA in my opinion. How do ACA figure that a job with 26-hour commute time would be suitable for anyone ever?
But Mark, Bindi
True.
and Shane Paxton are not here for...
Very true. A job with a 26-hour commute. They were set up, dog. They're trying to be set up to make them look absolutely awful to the media is what it sounds like. Who's going to commute 26 hours? What kind of job did y'all offer, though? Was it worth moving for? If y'all didn't offer them no great job that was going to be financially awesome, then y'all set them up. Y'all set them up to look bad on TV.
Anyone ever.
But Mark, Bindi...
But I still don't. Y'all still in the comments talk. Why were people so upset about this family? Like, why are people so mad about them?
Shane Paxton are not here for a holiday. All long-term unemployed, they're here to try and turn their lives around.
It's pretty funny that they call them long-term unemployed even though two of them are minors. How can someone 16 be long-term unemployed?
Facts! Fact! I ain't get a job till I worked a summer job when I was like a junior in high school. Other than that, I did not work until I graduated high school. That's weird. How can someone who's a minor be unemployed? That's weird. Hold on, yeah. They doing this family dirty.
How can someone 16 be long-term unemployed? The job interview at the resort is a great throwback to a time when cut-your-hair boomers absolutely dominated the job market.
I'm honest, hardworking, and I won't let you down.
I'm in a band, so I'm used to working with people.
Yep.
And dealing with the public.
The haircuts, that's what
It's got to be a haircut. These are the grooming standards that everybody meets. I can't have exceptions.
This is an entry-level hospitality position at a tourist resort. The duties will most likely be washing dishes until your hands...
So you want... Nah, bro, this is crazy. You wanted them to move 27 hours away for an entry-level position is legit mind-blowing. Like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. If you would have offered them a job that was just amazing and they turned it down, I'd be like, yeah, they just don't want to work. But you offered them an entry-level position. Like, you could have offered them that 10 minutes down the road from where they lived. I'm sure there was some 10 minutes. But you offered them an entry-level position 27 hours away. I'm absolutely dumbfounded about that, dog. Hey, you want to come 27 hours to wash dishes? That's crazy.
Skin melts off. But in the 90s, you needed a haircut like a North Korean worker who has unwavering follicle loyalty to the supreme manager. In a Media Watch report about ACA's coverage of the Paxtons, they discovered that there never really was any serious jobs available for the kids. The resort was financially struggling, and in a last-ditch marketing effort, the resort management seized the opportunity for some free national publicity.
And this was a current affair who did all this. This was oh my gosh. Bro, who was in charge of creating this segment, dog? Who was in charge of this? This is absolutely awful.
Setup, by which I mean a staged event plotted in detail. A struggling resort, without a thought for the free publicity on a national top-rating program, offered the Paxton kids jobs. Well, not exactly. But Munro flew them up there with their sister Bindi, sucked in.
After the report aired, the public anger was cranked up to 11. journalists and commentators came from far and wide to join in on the frenzy.
Stop their dole. They aren't the victims, we are. Tropical island doldrums. Yeah, whoever these kids who refused jobs in paradise. The kids who refused jobs in paradise. That's crazy. No, bro. Whoever was doing, like, the articles, whoever was a current affair, like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for doing this to that family, dog. Y'all should legit be ashamed of yourselves. A kid could do some good. But, of course, they saw public outrage. They saw ratings. They saw views. They didn't care about this family. All they saw was dollar signs from more viewers and more ratings. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Bro. That's crazy.
Radio presenter John Laws would refer to them as
the Paxton kids, the putrid Paxton kids, they're enough to make all Australia sick. Now Australia's most famous Dole Bludgers. I didn't see the program in which they starred, but plenty of you people did.
That's wild. He didn't even watch the program.
How you gonna talk about someone you ain't even watched the program? Oh my, you don't even have information on them. You're going off what other people told you. Oh, Jesus.
Over the next several weeks, ACA would continue to recut footage of the family, splicing it up and dumping it in between fresh clips of Ray Martin throwing politicians Paxton questions.
Really does make you all question just where is this country going.
Anything to keep the ratings high. They would even go back to hassle the Paxton mother.
We don't want to be in it anymore.
And in true bottom-feeding ACA fashion, broadcast the angry neighbours' noise grievances.
You can't sleep. My dog's barking at night time.
What do they do at night?
Disturbing the neighbourhood.
The Paxtons weren't without their high-profile supporters. 3AW radio host Paul Barber would insist his listeners boycott ACA over their treatment of the Paxtons.
Dog, yes.
Barber would pay.
I completely agree, dog. Like, that was what they did to that family, bro. That so much public outrage built. I'm sure they got like so many letters, or like people saw them and just automatically thought like they were just like trash, who didn't want to work, who were lazy, who were, you know what I'm saying? And it was all because of the unfair treatment of a current affair. Like, that's awful reporting. What they did to this family for ratings, for views, is absolutely awful.
Pay a swift and heavy price for his comments, as within minutes of his broadcast, managing director of GTV9, a subsidiary of the Nine Network, had called 3AW cancelling $300,000 worth of advertising.
Oh my God.
This would lead to Barber immediately losing his job at the station.
Of course, that's crazy.
After the controversy, Shane and his sister Bindi would receive national attention. Shane would take part in a sketch with John Safran, in which they would ambush Ray Martin at his home, exacting a bit of revenge with an on-the-spot interview.
I get home at 8 o'clock at night. Did you talk to people next door and talk to people in the street? What did you ask them?
Bindi would appear on the cover of Playboy Australia magazine not long after the scandal.
Of all the low mongrel acts that'd have to just about take the cake.
Bindi and Shane would also both have cameos in the 1997 film Welcome to Whoop Whoop. But as time went on, society forgot about the Paxtons, as they tend to do with anything.
Exactly.
The tabloids will still run an infrequent Paxton hit piece on a slow news day, snapping photos of Shano and, for some reason, his parked up Ford Falcon. Shane can still be seen around St Albans to this day, donning his long locks that once divided the nation. What do you guys think? Were this family total Dole Bludgers, or were they given a hard go by the Australian tabloids?
Nah, Let me know in the comments. A hard go. They were set up, and they did very dirty. Of course, people forgot about them. And at the end of the day, you did get on cover of Playboy. You got cameos in the movie, so it did open up opportunities. But I still don't respect a current affair and all the terrible reporting that was done on this family. What kid wants to get up at 9 a.m.? Like, I know I said I get up at 4:30, but I'm a freaking adult. Got responsibility, got bills to pay. When I was 16, 17, I did get up earlier than 9, but like, who wants to get up at 9 a.m.? Nobody. Like, they're freaking teenagers. This was awful, dog. A current affair. Y'all was awful. That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up. It's your boy D Neal out.